Hi everybody, I hope you're all well. I'm back in my Oodie today because I am having like a chill day today. It's the 20th of December and I'm like, you know what, I just can't be bothered to dress up and everything for my videos today. So what the heck, I'm just gonna appear as I always do, but in my Oodie, nice and chilled. But anyway, I am here to reveal the 10th book in the 2022 adult edition of the Bookishly Advent Calendar. In case you haven't seen any of my previous videos about this, I ordered the Advent Calendar Adult Edition from Bookishly, a company that I love who create book-related merchandise, and I'll include a link to their website in the description below. And yeah, I get a book with a specially designed dust cover by Design for Bookishly, and yeah, each day is a 12-day calendar and I have no idea what it's going to be, so let's find out. I'm quite intrigued. I've only got a couple left now after today, so yeah. Okay, as usual, should we see if we can guess it from the back cover? Oh, okay, we have got what looks like a graveyard and a fence. It's very dark and clouds and a bit of a tree there, so let's spin it around and find out what we got. Oh, the case book of Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. When I saw a graveyard and such, I was thinking, okay, are we back in like the horror genre? And then I thought Dracula because we got Frankenstein and such, but I wasn't expecting Sherlock Holmes. That is, wow, look at the flames that come out at the grave that they're going up. I don't know what case that is. Oh, very nicely, this is the second one. The calendar has a Spotify bar, so if you want to, you can scan the link, or the bar should I say, and it will lead you to a playlist on Spotify so that you can listen to music that suits the book. I really love it when they do that. It's so annoying that they've only done it twice. It would be really good if they did it for all. And for all, I really passionately feel that Bookishly, if you have got someone who's designed a dust cover for you, actually write their name, like in the inside flap, say designed by, and then you can actually credit the person who has designed the cover. That's just my personal thing, but yeah. Okay, the casebook of Sherlock Holmes and his last bow, it says. So that's the Wentworth cover, because obviously this is a dust cover for the Wentworth editions. And yeah, okay. Confession time. I've never read a Sherlock Holmes book. Oh, dun dun dun. Okay. No. Okay. Saying that, I think I might have read some of Study in Scarlet, which is the first Sherlock Holmes book. But yeah, I don't have any reading experience of Sherlock Holmes other than that. So I think this needs to go into priority jar for 2023. Wow. Okay. So Sherlock Holmes, the Great Detective, was thought up by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and he started writing about him, and it became extremely popular, so much so, very famously, and obviously this isn't giving anything away, he killed Sherlock. He was like, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore. So he was just like, right, I'm just gonna like throw him off a off a cliff, and that'll be the end of it. And then readers were so shocked by what happened, they demanded that he bring Sherlock back, which he did. So yeah, so it's quite an interesting one. There's actually, if you are on Audible, there is a really good series on there called Stephen Fry's Edwardian Secrets, and there's, oh no, is it the Edwardian or the Victorian, because of the period? hang on, let me double check that. But one of those, either the Victorian Secrets or the Edwardian Secrets, he does an episode about Sherlock Holmes. I think it's Victorian, now that I said that. Let me just double check for you. Victorian Secrets. Yes, it's the very last episode of Stephen Fry's Victorian Secrets. He does an episode dedicated to Sherlock Holmes and the impact that his creation basically made. And so, yeah, you can find out all about it there if you want to, from, you know, the true story of how it was written, how it was developed, you know, all of that jazz. And of course, Stephen Fry has narrated all of the Sherlock Holmes books for Audible. I absolutely adore various dramas of it. Right, the recent Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch was good until up to the end of series 3, and then they did The Abominable Bride, which was just like, what the fuck was that? And series 4 was just diabolical, god awful. So yeah, I would recommend that if you do watch that, only watch the first 3 series, and then yeah, you can, you know, take it from there. But there is one set of dramas, and I want to show you a picture. Yes, from the 1980s. Oh no, okay. Oh, see, this is the thing, without knowing what I'm going to open, and then me Googling like crazy. It looks ridiculous, I know. But the Jeremy Brent dramas version, absolutely amazing. There it is, right? That's my DVD box set that I've got, that you can get, but obviously you can... I'm sure there's multiple volumes out there, but this is the particular one that I have. If you are interested whatsoever, get this one. It is the definitive best Sherlock drama, that a drama collection that is, and they've covered all the books, and it is so good. And also there is on BBC Radio 4, they did a complete Sherlock drama collection, which again I'm gonna have to Google to find you. They are like it is one of the best BBC radio drama collections that there is out there. It is absolutely brilliant. And my dad actually got, well, no, right, okay. It goes back a little further, because my dad liked Sherlock Holmes. My sister got on Sherlock Holmes and got obsessed with it, which then led to me. And my sister got the entire BBC Radio 4 collection on CD, and my dad ripped it, so he made a copy, and then I made a copy of his. So you know, we're a Sherlock family. So it's something that just a story about a man trying to solve all of these mysteries with his colleague Dr. Watson. It's just something that's always kind of been in the background of my family story, but I have never picked up the book. Annoyingly, I can't find an image of the box set, because it came in a beautiful set, because you got it, there's individual collections. Oh no, ha 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 ha, I think I've just found it. Hang on. From from eBay that has it for £165, but there it is. That was the box set, and this lighting in the room and everything doesn't give it justice, but it's like this like ruby, like deep maroon box, and yeah, it was just absolutely full of all of these CDs of all of the different books, and my dad loves listening to them. He still does. And so yeah, so I don't know exactly which adventures, which crimes as such are in this collection, because as I said, I've not read, but it's the case book and the last bow. So we have got 12, we've got 20 And oh, one of my favourites is in here, The Disappearance of Lady Frances Carfax. Oh, that is such a good one. That is such a good story. I really like that one. Oh, The Sussex Vampire. Very good. Okay, interesting collection. Now all I want to do is sit and watch the Jeremy Brent Sherlock Holmes collection, and I'm at home today and I have got no plans other than filming these videos and getting them uploaded today, so I sent us what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so I mean, I can't really say exactly what Sherlock Holmes is about because, as I said, you know, it's a detective and he's with his colleague Dr. Watson and they solve crimes together. But obviously, every single story is very different. There is some kind of underlining running stuff to do with Sherlock and issues that he has, and Dr. Watson, you know, trying to do whatever he can to help his friend. But they really balance each other out because Sherlock is very much, he can tell you a million different things, scientific things, but Watson can, you know, has more of the human element understanding of stuff. And I also stand by this. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. One of the best interpretations of Sherlock Holmes, and I'm not talking about the specific, you know, based on the books, you know, the like the radio plays, or you know, the Jeremy Brett dramas and such, inspired by Sherlock Holmes interpretations, is Basil the Great Mouse Detective by Disney. I adore that film. As soon as I got Disney Plus, I watched it for the first time in years, since I was a kid, and I was like, oh my god, I remember all of these bits. I remember everything. It is such a good film. Just to clarify, I think it's just called The Great Mouse Detective, but I've always known it as Basil the Great Mouse Detective. I don't know if that's because of UK versus US, but I remember when I searched for it, it didn't come up under Basil. I think it just came up under The Great Mouse Detective. So if you're on Disney Plus and you want to check it out, have a look under the animation section, Disney Animation Studio section, and it will come up because they put them in alphabetical order. So yeah, Great Mouse Detective, I think is so it's listed under G. But yeah, I love that because they got it so right at the balance of being as truthful as you can to the original source material, but putting it in a world of mice and and bats and all sorts with an original like story. I really like it. And you know, okay, some of the accents are a bit questionable in some moments. I'm a bit like, as an adult now, and obviously I'm British and everything, I'm a bit like, okay, that's an interesting interpretation of certain cultural elements, but I will let it slide. I love that so much. So yeah, I'm so surprised by that. I didn't even think that Holmes would come up, but then it totally makes sense because it's classic book advent calendar, and also that it's covering. I really love that this advent calendar is completely covering all different genres. It's not just staying to one particular, like, I mean, there have been some that obviously would be there when you think about it. When you think about classics, they're like the big guns that, you know, you first think of. But I didn't anticipate I would get a Sherlock Holmes book. So I'm really chuffed with that, I have to say. So yeah. So I've now got Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Anne of Green Gables that I've not read before, to put in my priority read jar for 2023. And I'm really happy with that. So yeah, cool. I love it. All right then. So that was book 10 of the Bookishly Adult Edition Advent Calendar for 2022. So I will see you guys in a couple of days for book number 11, and I hope you enjoyed that. All right, guys. Bye.